Hi, I'm Nida, and today we are leaving Saint Petersburg and heading back to Moscow. We checked out from our hotel and took one last look around, just soaking in the beauty of the city before saying goodbye. At the station, he realized he had misplaced his charger somewhere, so we quickly grabbed a new one. By now, if you have seen my previous vlogs, you already know the process. They just check your passport and you are good to board. We grabbed some snacks, settled into our seats, and our journey began. The train ride was around 4 hours and it was a beautiful journey. It felt calm and peaceful. By early afternoon, we finally reached Moscow, and the cold here definitely stronger. On our way out, we spotted a small shawarma shop and decided to try it, but honestly, it didn't turn out that great. From there, we took a cab to a hotel in Izmailovo. It's a part of huge hotel complex with a massive lobby and so many rooms. The room was comfortable, and after a short rest, we got ready to explore again. Our first stop was a nearby Izmailovo Kremlin. This is a colorful fairy tale like complex built in a traditional Russian style. It's not an actual historic Kremlin, but more of a cultural space with markets, museum, and wooden architecture. One of the highlights here is a beautiful wooden church inside the complex. It is often said to be one of the tallest wooden churches in Russia. There is also a vodka museum here, which you can visit if you are interested. In winter, it felt quite calm and less lively, but in summers, this place is known to be full of markets, food stalls, and activity. One interesting thing we noticed here was the animal head souvenir, but they are not real. From there, we headed to the nearby metro station. Moscow's metro stations are something else. Each one feels like a piece of art. Grand designs, chandeliers, detailed architecture. It's not just transport, it's an experience. We took metro to the Arbat Street. We used underground passages to cross the roads, which is very common here. And that's when it happened, our first snowfall. It was such a special moment. Arbat Street was full of life, people, street vibes, and now with snow falling, it felt even more magical. This street is one of the oldest and most famous pedestrian streets in Moscow, known for its cafes, shop, artists, and lively atmosphere. We also spotted the famous Russian chocolate brand Alyonka, which is quite iconic here. The entire street was decorated in an orange theme. This actually has a cultural connection. In Russia, during winters, especially around New Year and Christmas, citrus fruits like oranges are very popular. Back in Soviet times, these fruits were considered special and seasonal, and people would usually get them only during winter holidays. So over time, oranges became symbol of celebration, warmth and festive mood. During the cold season, it adds a bright, cheerful contrast to the long cold winters. So it's not just a decoration, it represents a small piece of winter tradition here. After a long walk, we headed back to the metro and made our way to Gorky Park. It was lively and festive. It's one of the most popular parks in Moscow, especially during winters. There was a huge ice skating rink, a big Christmas tree, and so many people enjoying their evening. Ice skating is such a big part of winter life here. You will see it in almost every public parks. It wasn't about rushing or covering places anymore. It was just about enjoying the moment. After that, we slowly wrapped up our day. We picked our favorite raw steaks for dinner. Back in the room with a nice view outside, we just relaxed and called it a day. I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye.